So as we eagerly anticipate the next installment in our favorite franchise, the Ghost Recon community has discussed what they'd like to see in the next Ghost Recon game, and from what I've gathered, it's clear that this community is extremely diverse in their requests with varied preferences. From the vast open worlds of Wildlands to the tactical prowess of the earlier titles, the Ghost Recon series has evolved, sparking passionate discussions within our community. In one of the latest Ghost Recon threads, a question was asked about the type of game style the community wants moving forward, with three main choices: open world, sandbox, or linear design. So I wanted to make a video and discuss the direction the next Ghost Recon game could take. Immediately, I recognize we all fall back to our preferences with little room for compromise. Some of us want an immersive open world experience with a grounded storyline that unfolds amidst lively environments and dynamic AI that breathes life into the world. Others prefer a tactical sandbox design, reminiscent of the OG Ghost Recon games and GRAW, where planning missions was as crucial as executing them. We also have people who still enjoy linear story-driven design, like that of Future Soldier. But can we envision a perfect blend of the best Ghost Recon elements for the next Ghost Recon game? What features would make or break the next Ghost Recon game for you? Let's discuss, debate, and dream together about the future of Ghost Recon. The open world is an option that appeals to those who enjoy the immersive open world experience of games like Ghost Recon Wildlands and Ghost Recon Breakpoint. With the combination of a compelling storyline and side missions, the variety of environments and NPCs can make this game world feel alive and modern with tons of replayability. However, some players from the Ghost Recon community, particularly those who prefer a more realistic and tactical experience, might find this option to be too much in the direction of open-world action games where the franchise leans more towards arcade gameplay rather than tactical milsim experience. For them, they prefer the tactical sandbox. This option caters to fans of the earlier Ghost Recon titles, particularly from Ghost Recon 1 to GRAW. These gamers appreciate a more tactical and realistic gameplay style, planning missions and the freedom to choose from a roster of soldiers. This type of gameplay enhances the strategic depth of the game loop. However, players who were introduced to the Ghost Recon series through Wildlands and Breakpoint might find this approach too complex or less action-oriented than what they are accustomed to in modern games. We also have gamers who still prefer the linear design gameplay, such as fans of the hit title Ghost Recon Future Soldier. The linear design aspect appeals to players who prefer a more straightforward, story-driven experience. The linear maps provide a focused and directed gameplay style without the distractions of an open-world environment where the on-rail story narrative is more appealing than the other options. However, fans of the open-world dynamic of games like Ghost Recon Wildlands and Breakpoint might find this too restrictive and less immersive. Those who appreciate strategic planning might miss the depth of tactical options available in a more open setting. And so now we see from our experiences in surveys and Reddit posts that the Ghost Recon community is likely divided among these options, with some preferring the open world experience, others leaning towards a tactical sandbox, and some favoring a more linear and focused gameplay style. A successful next installment might need to strike a balance that incorporates elements from each option or provides customizable settings to cater to a broader player base. As far as creating a successful game, Ghost Recon is renowned for its emphasis on tactical gameplay. From the original Ghost Recon to its later titles, the series has consistently provided players with a strategic and thoughtful gaming experience, regardless if the gameplay leans from the arcade shooter to the milsim gameplay side of the spectrum. The franchise still provides tactical planning, careful consideration of terrain, and coordinated team movements, whether with AI or friends. Regardless of the path the developers choose to take with the next game, the franchise needs to maintain its commitment to realism and authenticity in its portrayal of military operations. Weapons, gear, and environments need to be grounded in reality, appealing to players who appreciate attention to detail and a more authentic military experience. The next game needs to remain steadfast in its exploration of its variety of settings, from dense jungles and expansive deserts to urban environments. This versatility keeps the franchise fresh and allows for diverse gameplay experiences, catering to a wide range of player preferences while also accounting for these crucial game design elements. The adaptability and evolution of the franchise has demonstrated its ability to adapt to changing gameplay trends while attempting to stay true to its core identity. The series has evolved from its earlier, more sandbox and linear titles to embrace open-world gameplay in titles like Wildlands and Breakpoint, showcasing a willingness to innovate and explore new avenues of game design. However, regardless of where the developers take this franchise, we need the game loop to coincide with its engaging storylines that touch on geopolitical and military themes. The narrative depth adds an immersive layer to the gameplay, keeping players invested in the mission and the overall narrative arc. Again, the Ghost Recon franchise needs to stand with a dedication to tactical gameplay, commitment to realism, engaging storylines, and versatile settings. These elements collectively contribute to the enduring popularity and reputation of one of the greatest tactical shooter gaming franchises that has existed. But Ubisoft needs to push this franchise in the right direction or risk destroying the IP forever.